From the Hussman School of Journalism and Media at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, covering the full range of Tar Heel athletics. This is Sports Extra.
Tonight, it's the Battle of the Blue Bloods.
And we aren't talking about Dancing with the Devils.
No, not that team down the road.
We're talking about a 2022 NCAA championship rematch.
That's right. It's UNC versus the #1 ranked Kansas Jayhawks. Good morning and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm Ashley Humphrey.
And I'm Kyle Lobenhofer. Thank you for joining us. But before we get to the top 10 basketball matchup, let's talk soccer. The men's soccer team played in the first round of the ACC tournament against the California Bears on Wednesday night. The Heels took the lead in the first half with this goal by senior Luke Hilly off of the Cal defender's deflection. The Bears took over in the second half with aggressive shots on goal, applying pressure to the Carolina defense. Cal sophomore Malcolm Zeliat scored the Bears' first goal off a throw-in by his teammate. The Bears continued that momentum by earning a penalty kick and scoring their second goal off of it from Alfredo Ortiz, sealing the 2-1 Cal victory. The Heels wait for their NCAA tournament fate as the selection show will be held on Monday.
The Carolina women's soccer team traveled to Cary to face rival Duke in the ACC semifinals, marking their third meeting of the season. The match began with an intense battle for possession in midfield, but in the 28th minute, Duke was awarded a penalty kick, and UNC goalkeeper Claire Gagne nearly made a save, but a bottom left strike from Duke defender Cameron Roller put the Blue Devils ahead 1-0 at halftime. Only 20 minutes into the second half, UNC's Linda Olmark responded with a well-timed goal to equalize the match, making it 1-1. Then, in the 80th minute, Trinity Armstrong put the Tar Heels ahead with a header into the bottom corner, propelling Carolina to a 2-1 lead and securing their spot in the ACC championship. The Heels will now face the Florida State Seminoles in the final back in Cary on Sunday. On Wednesday, Tar Heel field hockey faced Syracuse in the ACC tournament semifinals. The Heels scored all their goals on penalty corners, tying their season high with 15. UNC got things started in the second period with 2 corner goals from Charlie Bruder, who painted the corner in the first and capitalized on a 5-way assist in the second. One more penalty corner goal from Plune Lammers secured the Tar Heel victory 3-1 and sent the team to the ACC championship game for the 10th straight game.
Head coach Erin Matson leads the team in the championship game starting in less than 30 minutes in Winston-Salem. She's the 2024 ACC Coach of the Year after leading UNC field hockey to an undefeated regular season. Just 2 years into her coaching career, Matson has already claimed 2 regular season ACC titles and a national championship. After winning ACC Offensive Player of the Year 5 times while being on the team, she becomes the second person in league history to win the individual award as both a player and a coach. At only 24 years old, she continues to build an incredible legacy. To add on to the team's accomplishments as a Tar Heel, field hockey ACC Offensive Player of the Year. Carolina forward Riley Heck earned the award for her 12 goals and 15 assists, which is an ACC high this regular season. That's also 5 more assists than her previous seasons combined. Head coach Erin Matson said the team's success would not have been possible without Heck's skill, hard work, and IQ. Heck is the 13th Tar Heel to win this award.
It's not only Matson and Heck getting the glory for the field hockey team. Along with Heck, sophomore forward Charlie Bruder and junior midfielder Sietske Bruning earned spots on the first team All-ACC, while senior midfielder Katie Dixon and back Kelly Smith claimed their spots on the second team. This is the 3rd time Heck has made All-ACC and the 2nd time for Bruder, Bruning, and Smith. The reigning national champions have not let off the gas, continuing to fire on all cylinders. Today's final matchup against Boston College is the 10th straight year in a row the Tar Heels have earned a spot in the final ACC game. They have won 7 out of those 10 matchups, and if they win today, they will win their 27th ACC tournament title. With these 5 Tar Heels being named to the All-ACC teams, UNC field hockey has dominated, and they push for yet another championship, looking to defend their title and add to their legacy. And looking to stay hot to start their season, the Tar Heels women's basketball team hosted UNC Wilmington for an in-state showdown. The Tar Heel offense started hot with this Lexi Donarski 3, forcing a Wilmington timeout. Jordan Zubich hit this tough and one towards the end of the quarter, extending the lead to 20-4. Renaya Kelly caught fire in the second quarter with 3 triples, leading the Heels to a 40-16 halftime lead. Donarski kept it going with back-to-back three-pointers, then followed it up with this sweet Euro step as the UNC lead grew as high as 31. Donarski finished with 21 points as Carolina cruised to a 77-50 win.
UNC men's basketball will travel to Fog Allen Fieldhouse tonight to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. After a sloppy win against Elon in their season opener on Monday, the Heels will look to make a statement tonight by going into Kansas and finding a way to pull out a win. It's going to be a difficult task for the Heels as Kansas is 292-16 at home under head coach Bill Self. In addition to the hostile environment, the biggest challenge for the Heels could be handling Kansas big man Hunter Dickinson down low, as he's arguably the best big man in the country. Kansas also offers some stellar guard play with DeJuan Harris and transfers AJ Storr and Zeke Mayo. So UNC will need the guards to step up in a big way tonight if they want to pull off the upset. Now let's head to our men's basketball analyst, Spencer Haskell, to break down which players to watch this season.
Kansas hit the portal hard this offseason, adding key guards like AJ Storr and Rylan Griffin to join an already strong Jayhawk backcourt led by DeJuan Harris. But Carolina's backcourt has showed tremendous growth already this season, and they look primed to compete with Kansas and be one of the best backcourts in the country. Now let's start with Elliot Cadeau. Last year at Georgia Tech, he shot 19% from 3 last year, and here we'll see at Georgia Tech, Carolina runs an inbounds play for Armando Bacot, and Cadeau's defender is all the way in the paint. He's not worried about Cadeau at all. All he is worried about is Bacot. Now we'll see Bacot doesn't kick the ball out, forces the layup, and Carolina is left on this possession empty-handed. Now coming into this season, Cadeau told reporters that he had been working on his jump shot twice a day, 6 days a week in the offseason, and it showed on Monday in the season opener. Here we'll see Carolina's first shot of the season is a Cadeau contested 3. A shot he probably would not have taken last season, but he steps into it confidently and he knocks it down. Cadeau made 3 triples on Monday, which is a new career high. But Cadeau is not the only Carolina guard who has shown growth this season. Let's look at Seth Trimble. Last year in the Miami game, here we'll see his defender, same treatment as Cadeau. His defender hasn't even left the paint. Trimble is wide open in the corner for the 3, but his defender, all he's worried about is R.J. Davis. Now we'll see here, Carolina is fortunate, and R.J. Davis does his thing to knock down the 3, but I still think that there is something to be said about Trimble's defender not even stepping out of the paint to guard him. Now on Monday, Trimble knocked down 3 threes to go alongside Cadeau's, and in the team's exhibition against Memphis last month, Trimble had 33 points to lead the team in scoring. With Armando Bacot gone, UNC is going to need their guards to provide more on offense, especially tonight at Kansas. Now, thankfully, R.J. Davis is not the only scoring threat in UNC's backcourt anymore, as Elliot Cadeau and Seth Trimble look more than ready to be viable scorers for the Heels on offense this season. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Spencer. Now let's head to our sports betting expert, Dylan Stalter, to break down the best bets in men's basketball.
Ashley, nothing screams college basketball is back like a top 10 matchup. Tonight, we've got 2 Blue Bloods duking it out for the first time since the national championship 2 seasons ago. This game is bound to be fun, and we have 3 picks for you guys to tail with us. Starting things off, we've got the Kansas first half spread. All who enter the Fog must pay heed. Not only are the Heels entering one of, if not the hardest road environment in college hoops, they're doing so against the #1 team in the country. This Jayhawks team is deep with talent. Zeke Mayo and AJ Storr are 2 stud transfers looking to make an impact. And considering how sluggish UNC started against Elon, the Jayhawks can jump in front early and stay there. Speaking of Kansas talent, the next pick we've got is Hunter Dickinson over 10 rebounds. The preseason All-American averaged 11 boards last season and is going up against a Tar Heel front court still looking to find its identity following the loss of Armando Bacot. Jalen Washington and Jalen Withers will be put to the test early with one of their toughest matchups of the season. And to wrap it up, we're going to show some love to our boy Seth Trimble to record double-digit points. The junior dropped 15 against Elon, including a 3-for-4 outing from 3. With a loaded backcourt for the Jayhawks, Hubert Davis will need his best perimeter defender on the floor. And if Trimble can get it done on both ends, Carolina can stand a chance in enemy territory. Good luck to everyone, have fun, and as always, please gamble responsibly.
On the men's tennis side, 5 Tar Heels will be competing this weekend at the ITA Men's East Sectional Championships. The Heels have 4 singles players in action this weekend, including sophomore Patrick Schoen and freshman Chris Zhu. Transfers like Konstantinos Jakuris and Vladislav Melnik will be joining their teammates in singles as well. Schoen will also make an appearance in the doubles matches with his doubles partner, graduate student Logan Zapp. The result of this tournament could allow the Heels to post their first competitors to the NCAA singles and doubles championships in Waco, Texas later this month. And 6 Tar Heels on the women's tennis team will compete in the ITA East Sectional Championships this weekend. Senior Carson Tangalig and freshman Susanna Maltby are the 2 Tar Heels competing in singles. On the doubles side, 2 teams will represent the Tar Heels, Tatum Evans and Theodora Rabman, along with the duo of Alana Boyce and Lindsay Zink. The matches started on Thursday and will end on Sunday.
UNC wrestler Spencer Moore is the ACC Wrestler of the Week for the first time in his career. Moore won the Open division at the 2024 Southeast Open in the 125-pound weight class last weekend. He was one of 7 Tar Heels to finish on the podium. Moore and his teammates have a big weekend ahead, facing Drexel and Navy in Annapolis. UNC Volleyball is traveling to Pittsburgh and then Dallas to take on number 1 Pitt and number 10 SMU this weekend. The Tar Heels are hoping to bounce back from their 3rd loss of the season against number 16 Georgia Tech. UNC will need to be aggressive at the net against the Panthers, who are ranked in the top 10 for blocks per set. Against SMU, Carolina will need to watch out for Natalie Foster's serves, as she's ranked in the top 10 in aces per set. These are tough matchups for the Heels, but fans are hoping for a pair of upsets. To learn more about the exciting match tonight, let's go to Passes with Pryor. Bethany?
Kyle, tonight's game is huge for UNC Volleyball, but number 1 Pitt will not be easy. Today we have Ashley joining me to help break down tonight's match. Ashley, you covered this game last year. What did you see?
Yeah, well, last year it was a different story, and also thanks for having me. It's such an honor to be back at the board, but the game was a no-brainer. Pitt swept Carolina, but this season, Mike Shaw's writing a different story with the team, and I said it last year. He needed to expand his offense, and the best way he could do that was by utilizing Sophie Hampton more on the outside, and we've seen him do just that.
We really have seen him do just that this year, Ashley. So Sophie Hampton has been huge for the Tar Heels on the outside this year. She's had some great plays. She's been playing all the way around, and she adds versatility. She takes pressure off of Mabry Schaffmaster. Let's take a look at one of her swings. So Sophie Hampton loves to swing down the line. She has that great cut over her shoulder, so let's take a look. It's going to be serve-receive. Mabry Schaffmaster's going to get a decent pass to Zoe Barrett, and she's going to get that kill. It's going to go right into between the middle back and our setter, which is a great spot for her to swing. She does that all the time, and she's very powerful.
100%. And keeping Sophie on the outside and Imani on the right side, instead of having them compete for that last outside spot, has allowed the team to put all of their best talent on the floor and fire from all fronts. And Bethany, there's some new faces on the team, so let's talk about Chelsea Thorpe.
So Chelsea Thorpe has been huge for the Heels offense. Her swing is absolutely incredible, and she is so easy to just move around the court. I think that's been huge for the Heels this year, is to move around their swings, have the blockers be a little bit confused, and have a little bit of movement. So we're going to see, it's going to be serve receive, and they love to do this. They love to have Chelsea Thorpe stay on the outside for one play during the serve receive, and we have Mabry Schaffmaster on the right side. Mabry makes some great swings down the line from the right side, but Chelsea Thorpe is a huge swing for the Heels. Now let's take a look. We're going to pause right here. Look at her arm. Her arm is already above the blockers, which is huge for the Heels, because then she's just able to swing without having to worry about swinging around that block. The ball's going to go straight down in front of the right side, and that's a huge kill for the Heels.
Yeah, having a utility player like Thorpe has been a huge difference maker for this year's team. And you know, I said Mike Shaw's goal at the beginning of the season should literally just to have a winning record, but he's done all that and more. So I'm looking forward to tonight's match. It's going to be a true test of their depth and talent.
It really will be a tough game against Pitt, but Pitt leads the ACC in every stat but blocks. So the Heels are going to have to bring their A game if they want to utilize their offensive players and their really versatile front row. They're going to have a chance at winning this game. But also, it really has been a historic year for the Heels. We can't ignore the fact that this is the first time the Heels have been ranked since 2017.
And we just talked about her. One of the leaders of the team that has led us here is redshirt sophomore Chelsea Thorpe.
Kyla McGee and Megan Patton take us through Thorpe's transition to becoming a Tar Heel.
Chelsea Thorpe transferred from Ohio State after the 2023 season. At Carolina, Thorpe quickly became an impact player for the Heels. Thorpe loved playing at Ohio State, but she was searching for more.
I think I was just looking for something new, and I love my team at Ohio State, but I just knew like there was just something out there that I was just missing from Ohio State, and I feel like I really found that here.
At Chapel Hill, she found what she was looking for and so much more.
My teammates, like I just love them so much. I love them to death. Like I could really just be around them all day, and I am. Like we live together, so it's just awesome. And like when you have that connection with your teammates, it just makes you play all the better.
The nationally ranked Tar Heels would not be in this position if it wasn't for Thorpe. Her teammate Zoe Barrett credits the connection between her and Thorpe as part of the Heels' success of this season.
I think Chelsea and I's connection is really special because obviously like we're in and out of the court together. And just to know that she always has my back and like I always have her, and our connection off the court is really important too, but I love you, Chelsea.
Not only is an on-court connection important to Thorpe, she also looks to keep the energy high with her on-court celebrations.
I love the seatbelt.
As the Heels enter the home stretch of the regular season,
Thorpe hopes to use her in-game celebrations in the NCAA tournament.
I'm Kyla McGee.
And I'm Megan Patton.
Reporting.
The poll has closed. The votes are in. Sports Extra voters have chosen none other than the Chelsea Thorpe for this week's Play of the Week winner. In this play, Thorpe is set up on the right side from setter Zoe Barrett to get this silencing kill. Maybe we'll see more of these from here tonight against Pitt. Ashley, this weekend is a big one. ACC Field Hockey Championship starting in, well, less than 15 minutes now. 2 number-1 face-offs with volleyball and men's basketball. And then on Sunday, ACC Championship for women's soccer. So my question for you, what are you most excited to watch this weekend?
Well, I'm so excited for volleyball. I have been looking forward to the home-and-home series with Kansas since they announced it last summer, so that is what I will be watching tonight. What about you?
For me, I was at the Duke's women's soccer match last night. It was exciting to watch the Heels go from down 1 at the half to winning that match 2-1. So I'm most excited about a 2022 ACC Championship rematch against Florida State on Sunday. That will do it for this edition of Sports Extra.
We'll be back on Monday with a recap of another exciting weekend of Carolina athletics.